Well, namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you're well and you're rested. And as you can see, I immediately stopped because I said, see, here's a whole nother reading. Okay. Spirit's like, Let me tell you something, family. If you, oh, first and foremost, welcome to all the 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. We're over here, we keep it real. Sometimes I come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse, I speak the truth, and I call out names when guided too. Okay. Wow. Okay. Um, hmm. Let's go over this message. And then this pile fell out. I haven't had a chance to go over that. We'll go over that together. But putting up the last message, your DNA is divine, okay? And you're a practitioner who is being divinely protected, okay? Somebody could have said you fabricated this. This was a narrative they spun, they twisted. They said you made it all up. They lied for clout, okay? Somebody lied for clout, okay? This energy that lied for clout, they could have had you feeling down, okay, had you in some sort of pain or feeling like they were trying to attack you, okay. I feel like it has been revealed that this energy lied for clout. You may be feeling as if your pain is subsiding. This could be hurt that you sustained, or you went through, you sustained some sort of hurt because of what this energy tried to do. I feel like this energy tried to attack you. Their energy was in the last reading. They tried to attack you because this energy wanted to be the one with all the clout. Okay. You're starting to sleep and feel better, whomever this message is resonating with, and only take what resonates. Okay. And then we had out here the last card when I stopped was the Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel like many are looking at this energy as them trying to be a copycat. They were trying to take something away from you. Maybe it was your charm, your grace, your essence. Okay. I feel like they now have been found out that that's what they were trying to do. All right, family. So before we dive in, you already know what time it is. A1's for my day one soul tribe family as a whole. I love you and the divine loves you. Okay. I hope that your families are well and rested. All right. Because now we are moving into the end of the second quarter, okay, June, all right, January, February, March, April, May, June, okay. We are entering into the last month of the second quarter, okay. We're already 6 months into the new year where the snakes are shedding their skin. I feel like this practitioner is out here now shedding their skin, okay? Because this is somebody who is behind a lot of the witchcraft. But I also feel that you too are a practitioner of some sort. Now, you may not have things that you idle, but if you speak and to the Most High and you listen and you get those downloads, okay, you are definitely connected. Your DNA is divine. Somebody tried to say you made it up. Somebody proved that you were divine. That's all I could say. Okay. That's all I could say, family. All right. So let's go on and hop in. And I love you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you so much for the donations. Big shout out for the last donation. I am appreciative. I can't even say it. I am appreciative of you. It came from a business, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay. And thank you so much. All right. Let me see if I can get back to it. Okay, thank you, Christian. Okay, for your donation. Thank you, Carla, for everything that you do for your donations. Okay, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you. Okay, for everything that you guys do, donating and allowing me to do your reads. Okay, I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's hop in. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to provide us with protection during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. And depending on intention, return to sender. Ashe, and thank you. All right, y'all. So let's look at the rest of this message. I feel like whoever said you were false or whatever, they fabricated it. Okay. This is like trying to give false narratives here. All right. They were a copycat. I feel like this copycat is mentally ill or sick in some sort of way, but they've definitely disgraced. I feel like their coven. They've disgraced something. They sent a lot of things to you, love bombing lies. Okay. Um, they may even feel sorry and want, sorry about it because I feel like you rebuke that with this cord cutting here. Yeah, you've cut somebody off. Okay. Boom. What I say? Coven? What? Exactly. They're part of a coven. They're fake. Okay. Two-faced and backstabbing energies. Now they're feeling anxious and overwhelmed. Now they're having some sort of paranoia and fear because they know who you are. These people are having emotional outbursts, some sort of disconnect, numbness. Yeah. Low vibing. They're no longer connected. They never were. They tried to say you weren't. They weren't. That's who wasn't connected. Because you're coming up as your DNA is divine and you're a practitioner. You could be a reader, okay? You could be an oracle, you could be a tarot card reader, a channeler, a seer, a sayer, a truth speaker, a shaman. Star C galactic energy, but more intuitive. You're on an intuitive, you're more intuitive. So you're like a psychic, a medium, a channeler, a reader. Mm. Tell me more about this practitioner and their DNA and them being protected. Mm. Yeah. So your awareness, your intuition, your energy, your light spirit is protected. Mm. I know that's right. Ashe, Ashe. There could be a Knight of Pentacles here, somebody that sees you being very practical and reliable. They, you understand the flow, the ebb and flow. Slow and steady wins the race. Something about you, you're slow and steady. Yep. That's why you're moving into Ten of Pentacles. And this is your justice. Because somebody I feel like tried to say you were a fake about something and you're really not. You're really not. And this has caused somebody a bunch of towers. They're going through some sort of sudden change. Ten of Swords energy over here. We'll just move it there. Yeah, they're experiencing the Four of Cups, Five of Swords out here. Whoa. You talking about somebody getting their ass handed to them right now for trying to shit on your name. Quick disclosure, I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names from God too. Somebody is getting their ass handed to them for speaking on your name. There's a bunch of conflict. They feel incomplete. They don't feel whole. They feel like they have been torn down. Okay, this energy feels like they have been torn down. There's conflict all around them. Yeah. And it was all for a page of pentacles, all for coming after you. Mm. Someone who was loyal. Damn. So they're going through Four of Cups, Five of Cups for coming after someone who was loyal. hmm Trying to have them carry Ten of Wands energy burdens, leaving them stressed or in some sort of strife. I feel like, yeah, somebody was trying to come after you to have you in a Ten of Wands energy. You're the Magician and the Sun. Wow. And the Nine of Wands. Mm. Ah, shit. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So this person's choices have been taken away from them or restricted, or they don't have those choices available or those opportunities available to them anymore because you are the magician and the sun. You bring darkness to the light. You are someone who is very resourceful and you use all the tools in the tool shed. Oh, wow. And look, that is your really both of them flip over facts. You're very connected, you're very powerful, and this is eternal. Mm, mm. Yeah, somebody was over here tripping off a past life energy, not realizing, that the soul remembers everything. So, this spiritual heritage, your ancestors' vibrations and legacies weren't to be tampered with by this energy. This energy's of the dark. They play in the dark. They came for somebody in the light. And who they came for in the light, your DNA is divine. This could have been somebody that was older than you, too. Mhm. Mm. But wait for it. I look over here and it wasn't a woman. So it was somebody that was older than you, but they weren't a woman. This is giving me Masonic energy. They were older than you, but they weren't a woman. Mm. Wow. And they don't have light skin. Wow. Okay. Mm. Lot of swords out here. Somebody who was very, I feel like they were very, this is giving me somebody that's kind of controlling. A masculine energy that's kind of controlling. Okay. Motivated by, their stronghold or motivated by, being the boss. This is what I'm feeling like, somebody that wants to be the boss that isn't the boss. This is giving me real big ego. This masculine energy has a really big ego. I'm hearing ain't no woman gonna tell me nothing type energy. Like this is their ego. They've been raised like that, resenting any direction from any feminine energies. Interesting. Wow. And did y'all see how that's flipped over? Wow. You could be a queen of wands. Hmm. And I think she is drop dead gorgeous. I love the artwork on here. She has alopecia. I love her. She's beautiful. Hmm. This is somebody that tried to, look at you as if you weren't beautiful or you weren't somebody that could lead because they were trying to find a flaw in you. Hmm. Somebody is like, what? Yeah, you're very high ranking. At least your DNA is. Hmm. Mm-mm. Okay. Yeah. Somebody thought because you had a giving and receiving energy that you were weak. Hmm. A lot of people feel that, if you have a philanthropist type of energy or you're a giver and a receiver, that you're weak. Somebody took your kindness for a weakness. That was foolish because you were being guided to do this. This is what fell out. That was foolish because you were being guided to do this. You knew this was tied to, who you are, your freedom. I feel like, this energy looked at you as like, somebody that they may have, ooh, wait, they wanted you to be shook in some kind of way. to experience some sort of sudden change or shocking news or some sort of surprise behind an epiphany or transformation. And you were like, not today. I feel like you were giving when you didn't have it to give. And by doing this, you giving when you didn't have it to give, family, okay? Somebody saw that as being a weakness in you. And they wanted you to experience some shocking change, but what they failed to realize is, yeah, that's how you receive blessings, is when you give, when your cup is half full. It isn't running over, but you give when your cup is half full. hmm And this is how you bring in your blessings. They're shocked to they're the ones that are now looking like, what? You mean to tell me that yeah, you give when your cup's half full? Because when it runs over, oh my, you still carry that same energy. hmm Wow, somebody's out here looking up the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Yep. They thought that was gonna trap you, family, and it didn't. I'm also picking up the energy that it wasn't this feminine energy that took the brunt. She took a loss. Okay. There's a feminine energy that took a loss, but there was a masculine that put them up to it. Mhm. Six of Wands. Yep. There was a masculine that put some feminine energy up to coming for you. Mhm. And I feel like you conquered that energy, or you just went on about your business and left that energy where they at. Mhm. Yep. I feel like you got some sort of recognition here with this Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles. hmm Wow. And then you get the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I promise you. Yeah, you got some sort of recognition. Those burdens were, whatever you were going through, you're not going through them anymore. Okay. Those burdens have been released from you, family. And I feel you've been leading through purity example. You've been leading by example. Mm. Nine of Swords. What is that? Seven of Cups in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Yep. Listen, I'm telling you, somebody out here, they were being guided wrong. The Empress in reverse. What is this saying? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. This was not a divine feminine. We know that. They didn't listen to their intuition. Wow. And they figured, they were going to have a lot of choices if they came up against you. Mm. And now they're having sleepless nights because the same energy they wanted you to be in, this toxic copycat, they're in it now. They thought by partnering with some masculine energy to bring you down was going to benefit them in some sort of way. They were clout chasing, and their clout chasing brought them down. Mm. Mhm. Causing a Queen of Wands something. Look, they hold masks off. I'm telling you, somebody was sitting up here clout chasing, just painting you out to be the worst of all worst, okay? And you may have cut them off straight up. Soon as you cut them off, their mask came off. Mm. Mm. Queen of Cups energy. hmm Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy in the reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that had no compassion. All they saw was how they was getting ready to try to take you down. They whole mask came off and everything got backfired on that one. Now they're being shown no compassion. I feel like somebody out here is being shown no compassion because they came for you with no compassion. So they get no compassion. Mm, facts. Them sunglasses is off now. Yeah. See, can't nobody watch you. Can't nobody stalk you. They can't even find you. They can't find you. They can't stalk you. Now they're being watched. Somebody could be out here about to face some time for coming after you or trying to do something to you, or they've lost out. They've lost their blessing. They've lost their blessing. They can't watch you no more. Mm. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I can't make it up. Five of Cups. They lost. They lost out. They wanted you to feel anxious and in doubt and all this other stuff, and they lost out because you ain't feeling that. The divine won't allow it. It doesn't run through your blood to feel that. You gonna keep moving no matter what. I promise you, you gonna keep moving no matter what. Your cutoff game is strong. You will walk all the way off and leave everybody right where they lie, flat on the rug, lying like a rug. You leave them with who they started with, the devil. Somebody is trapped and left with the devil and can't even produce. Can't even produce. Somebody is pissed off. They like, oh my God. They got stuck with somebody that's not really authentic. They're fake as fuck. Somebody got stuck with somebody that's fake as fuck. They were clout chasing. Damn. Okay. Period. That two of swords. Yes, yes. Look, somebody got stuck. They wanted you to be with some sort of stalemate. Somebody stuck with the stalemate. That shit got right sent right back to them. Somebody got stuck with somebody who is fake as fuck. A clout chaser. Somebody got stuck with a clout chaser family. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Somebody that they don't want to marry and that they can't even run from. Yeah, that sucks. Cause anytime you can't get away from somebody, stay in this energy, family. Stay in that Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay. All right. That independent energy, that self-sufficient energy, the energies of success, achievements. Ooh-wee. Somebody is stuck. Like, check. Look, I can't make it up. Somebody didn't want to let that old school bullshit die. I ain't lying. Somebody was trying to sit up here and still manipulate things the old way. Oh, it was so outdated. It was outdated thinking. Somebody needed to step into the transformation, step into the new. They needed to put down an ending to an old cycle and step into the new. Instead, they played with the wrong one, is what they did. Somebody that was out here fabricating, saying that you was fake and you was lying and you was clout chasing, they whole wig got blown back. Whole mask got ripped off their face because they were outdated. They were doing dumb shit. They were doing shit from a fictitious, a false presentation, presenting something falsely, knowing they was lying and shit. Then they came up against the real deal and they whole They whole mask got snatched off. Ooh wee. And somebody is stuck with somebody that's fake as fuck. And now they sitting here looking at it like, damn, trying to lick and heal their own inner wounds because they being judged. Judgment's being called down on them. Somebody licking their wounds because they going through judgment right now because they stuck with somebody that's fake as fuck. Mhm. They got stuck. And judgment is being called down on them family. Tell me more about this energy, this DNA with the mm, you got the three of pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, see, I told you. Look, I feel like you work solo dolo, you don't work with a team. You don't work with a team because that leaves too much room for error. Because ain't nobody gonna move like you. They aren't gonna think like you. And that's facts, family. They are not. They ain't gonna move like you. They ain't gonna be righteous like you. They ain't gonna be thinking like you. They're gonna be trying to think about how they could scheme, how they could plot, how they could come to terms or come to some sort of something so they could get the lick and all that kind of shit. And you ain't thinking about it like that. You thinking about everybody. We about to have fun, enjoy ourselves. Everybody make money, but see, they don't see it as a world thing or a whole effort of a thing. Yeah, they don't see the look. That's the truth. Spirit said, yeah, they don't see the whole, they don't see the bigger picture. You include the entire world when you do things because whatever affects you affects someone over there across seas as well. Whatever affects them affects you over here as well, type energy. So you look at it from the world completing a cycle together, achieving things together. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. So you work alone because you're most clear when you are with just you and the divine. You got clarity, you have your truth, you have your new ideas, your victories, your triumphs, and everything come from you working strictly with the divine. So you're never really alone. These people be incorporating other folks to be doing stupid shit, and then when they mask and they wigs get blown back, they can't recover from that shit. And somebody tried to say you were fabricating and you were this and you were that. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not a fake. You're not a false. You're not a fly. You none of that shit. And somebody's realizing that now their heart is broken. Yeah. They could be being separated from a group, a team of people, or some kind of something. Mm. People done lost their faith in this person. This person could be going bankrupt, having some sort of bank failure. Yeah, because of this damn copycat. Mm. And the divine said, yeah, you can't come up against this type of energy. This is a phoenix rising out of the ashes. So this is somebody that has walked into a new phase in their life and rewritten their story for the narrative they were supposed to have from the beginning, but they were dealing with a bunch of copycats that were keeping them in low vibrational energies because they were setting shit up all over the fucking place. Because wherever the fuck you're from, you are born in a state or a country that was founded on fucking witchcraft, not on Phoenix Rising, not on being born out of the ashes, straight from flames, out of the ashes into a Phoenix Rising. You weren't told nothing like that. You grew to that with the help of the divine. None of these fake ass fucks. So the story that they fabricated, now they gotta eat that fucking shit. Because I keep hearing DNA, like somebody know your DNA. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me get three, please. There, let me back three. One. Oh, forget it. Let's see what this. Oh, there's two there. Okay. And they came out of the reverse. So you will not be socially pressured and lucky in love. You're not that energy. I feel like, you don't go off of social pressure. You don't give a shit because you already know what the future holds or something like that. These people are in question about the future. You know something about the future and what the future holds. That social pressure and that lucky and love type energy, it's all fake, it's false. People are sitting up there fronting because that's what they got to do. They got to do. They're trying to front to bring in something, but you don't have to do that. You let the shit happen naturally. These people, they got, yes, a bunch of rigged shit going on. Tricks and stone or sticks and stones. Okay, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words never hurt you. Okay, but they were trying to hurt you with these words, saying that you were self-proclaimed or you did some shit I don't know, or that you fabricated and you made it all up. They were just clout chasing because somebody knows the real deal. They got this hot potato energy over here. Hot potato says sensitive issues or topics that people avoid because it's controversial. Okay. Does not deal with it does not deal with directly. Games. Exactly. These people playing games. That shit came out. hmm Double standards at the bottom of the deck. Unfair expectation in a relationship or friendship, whatever it was unfair, or it was hypo hypocritical treatment. Is that what that says? Yeah, hypocritical treatment. Damn. So they were criticizing you, saying you was a fake, saying you was this, saying you was that, and now they got their whole mouth wide open. hmm Because they felt like they were sabotaged. Something they loved was sabotaged. They were trying to sabotage you, possibly some sort of romantic sabotage, some unresolved personal issue that was floating around for somebody that wasn't floating around for you. Yeah, they see that you have the support. You have a supportive circle, a group of people who provide emotional, mental, and social support. That's why you don't cling to energies that run and flock with a bunch of all that because you ain't tripping. You like, had that. Take that, take that. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. That was horrible. I don't know what made me say that. That's a Diddy shit. Somebody used to say that to me. Take that. Like, I ain't taking shit. You rebuke. I'd be like, rebuke that, rebuke that. Okay, shit. Yeah, family. So somebody was up here just really upset. Okay. Because yeah, you you blew their wig back with facts. That whole mask came off. Mm-mm. Let's get a final message here. Final message, please and thank you, Spirit. Well, that went flying out quick. Yeah, yep, you instill hope. You keep the faith. Yep, you don't give up. And because of that, you can expect a miracle. Okay, family? You can expect a miracle. All right. So I'm gonna leave this message here for y'all. Hopefully it resonates, provides you with some guidance, some clarity, and comfort. Okay, to know. All right. And this is not going to resonate with everybody. Okay. But for those of you that it does resonate with, congratulations. I feel like your spirit team, your angels, and your ancestors and your spirit guides are very proud of you, to include the Most High, the divine creator of all living things. Let's close out. At this time, divine, we love you. Thank you so much. I am speaking to the God within us and all around us. Thank you for your continued guidance and support. We love you and we cherish you. I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect. in good health and good wealth. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.